Hey, good afternoon, fans. We are live here in Wakefield again, continuing our road trip of Main Street at Greenwood Wine and Spirits. I like this place. We are today going to be fueled by a special brew out of Imperial Brewers. Pulp Daddy is the beer of the week. Nice tasting beer.
It is.
I like it.
And you can find it right here at Greenwood. We just picked it up.
We just picked it up live here in Greenwood. Yes. What do you got?
So first of all,
shout outs.
Well, first of all, thank you to our owner Cindy Newell.
Cindy.
So come on down, check out the
Greenwood
store. She's got a very good, wide selection of beers and
huge
wines.
selection.
Yes, it's wonderful. Our membership on Facebook is now up to 125 members. I know, we're picking them up like crazy. And we have some from out of town that I'd like to mention. We have Sky, Theron, Dwayne, and Debo from Denver.
Sky, my daughter's name. Thank you.
And then we also have Kimberly from Arizona.
Fantastic.
But also, want to
Yes.
make sure that people are aware, we do have a new YouTube channel.
That's
So
right.
when you link out from this show to our YouTube, please subscribe again because our subscriptions are now set back to 0. And you can also follow us on Twitter, PB&Z Sports Chaos.
Awesome. All right, let's get right into it. Our agenda this week. We got a little Sox talk, the home openers this past week. Not good. We're going to recap our March Madness and Frozen 4 this week. Tonight is the final, Nat. Masters update. A lot of stuff happening there. NHL playoff updates. Oh no. Is it a must win for the Bruins? I don't know. NBA playoffs. Magic Johnson quit. Whoa. All right. Little 2-minute updates. Here we go. NFL. Pat signed Austin Seferian-Jenkins this week. At least they have an NFL caliber tight end, but
Yeah, he can get it done, but he's very injury prone, right?
not sure. Hey, minor league baseball is in full swing right now, folks. Go out and check a minor league game. By the way, this is in for my friends down in Maryland. Hagerstown Suns, or Hagerstown as they say, in Maryland. Thirsty Thursdays. This is great ball. They have $3 32-ounce brews. Imagine that. I'm drunk on $9 that night.
Yeah, I'll probably be drunk on 6.
There you go. Hey, by the way, can't wait to the Paw Sox in Worcester, right?
Oh, that'll be fun.
Awesome. NBA. Dirk Nowitzki retired this year after 21 seasons, and Dwayne Wade also retired. Congratulations to both those guys. They're awesome. By the way, NBA Hall of Fame elected some people this week. Bill Fitz, former Celtics coach. I know he coached the first Larry Bird championship, still the #1 winningest percentage for the Celtics. Chuck Cooper, believe it or not, first African American ever drafted in the NBA by, believe it or not, our own Boston Celtics. Love it. Hey, another guy this week was inducted, Paul Westphal, also drafted by the Boston Celtics, won one NBA championship in '74, and then was traded to play us in '76 when he was with the Phoenix Suns, which we won, based on that triple overtime game that was considered one of the best ever in NBA playoffs. All right, last, the Boston Marathon starts this week, brother. What do you got? Who do you got?
A Kenyan?
Has to be a Kenyan. I don't know anybody else, right? It has to be a Kenyan, right? All right, moving on.
Fun time in the city, though.
My God!
I flew home from back to Boston from Denver last night. And
Yes.
there was runners all over the place on the plane. I actually sat next to someone who's going to be running the marathon, so for her first time. So
Congratulations.
It's a pretty inspiring event.
If you're a marathon winner or a viewer, it's an awesome take. Awesome take. All right, Frozen 4. Let's get right into it, brother. So, we had two teams from New England in the Frozen 4 semifinals the other night. UMass and Providence both played, not against each other. Tell me what happened.
So Providence unfortunately dropped their game to Minnesota Duluth. Final was 4-1, but 2 empty netted, so it was closer than it appeared.
Much closer.
Much closer.
Yeah.
And I did predict on our last show Minnesota Duluth to win that game. And then we also had UMass taking care of Denver. I was fortunately enough to be out in Denver watching that game.
You were, yes.
It was really incredible. UMass was up 3-1 at the end of the first period. All 4 goals in that first period were power play goals.
Right.
There were 3 majors and 3 game misconducts in that game as well. And Denver scored 2 goals late in the third period to tie that game 3-3, sent to overtime. And then the overtime went into the second half easily of the overtime period before UMass scored a beautiful one-timer.
Yes.
Got the win. 4-3, and they will be heading to the finals to take on Minnesota Duke, last year's champion, by the way.
That's right.
And I'm still sticking with UMass to win that game tonight.
All right. By the way, I woke up at 12:41 a.m. just in time to see that winning goal. I could not believe it. It must be fate. You know what? UMass wins because of that.
Well, for me, I only slept 10:41, so that was good.
There you go. Hey, by the way, 2 UMass things to think about here. UMass Kale Maker won the Hobie Baker Award as the best player in college hockey last night, and he may end up playing for the Colorado Avalanche like 2 days later, right?
Yeah.
After tonight.
The Avs could use him, that's for sure.
And unfortunately, Bobby Trevino, speaking of those penalties, was suspended for what was not a penalty at the time for an elbowing that was reviewed later on.
Yeah.
Bobby's the number 2 forward of the team.
Definitely have an impact on the game.
It could. All right, let's move right into baseball this week.
Which, by the way,
Let's talk about baseball.
We have a separate fueled by for our baseball talk today.
Feature here today at Greenwood Wine and Spirits.
They are doing tastings of the Anti-Hero.
Yes. It was a good taste of beer. We
really
had a
good-
couple samples. Didn't we?
Yeah, it is.
If you can't tell by the glow.
It's a 6.7 IPA. These guys are out of Chicago, right?
Yes.
The brewery.
Yep.
Yeah. So, we're checking it out, and we want to make sure that we give a plug. We'll hashtag these guys up.
Awesome. All right. Hey, a couple of fun facts about baseball this week. First of all, Chris Davis of the O's set a dubious record. By the way, didn't we look to try to bring him into the Sox about 2 or 3 years ago, right?
Probably a good thing we did.
He set a record for the most plate appearance with no hits. He broke it at 46. It was up to 54 as of last night, and apparently today it's off now.
Yeah, he got a 2-run single in the first inning against the Sox.
He's a good guy.
Against
Thank
Ricky
you.
Porcello, of all people, right?
Yeah.
And
But
then
54 plate appearances.
that's a lot, man. That's hard to do. And then he goes on to get another hit. He was 2 for 4 with 4 RBIs last I checked against the Sox. We're getting lit up today.
Hey, and here's the other thing I thought about this week. So Whit Merrifield for the Kansas City Royals, 31 straight games in a row with a hitting streak, breaking George Brett's record. I think George Brett's a great player, obviously a Hall of Famer. But it was a carryover from the previous season. What do you think about carrying over records from the previous season? Streaks.
I'm okay with it.
You are?
I'm okay with it.
Really?
They're consecutive games, they're regular season games, and I would make the argument that it's more challenging to stop when you're in the middle of a great streak and have to wait all that period of time to come back and then do it on opening day in April when it's 40 degrees out at game time when you were just playing in September. So I think it's more impressive. I mean, look at what happened yesterday with Tyler. They had a rain. He put a ball about 8 feet from the pin. They had a rain delay. He comes back a half hour, 40 minutes later, and he misses the 8-footer. Like, you got to keep that momentum going. So I'm going to say it's more challenging.
I was buying a new coffee maker the other day. Joe DiMaggio was in the story. He was not happy about the streak.
I'm sure he would not be.
All right, moving on. Hey, Red Sox. Let's talk about them. All right, they are now 5-9, about to be 5-10. It looks like it. But they won last night with a big win, two games in a row. They beat Toronto and the Orioles 2 games in a row. Erod had the best game of the season for a pitcher. 6+. Can you believe the best inning streak was a 6+ game?
I know. Their starting pitching struggling.
Erod of all people. By the way, did you know he was 26-9 when he goes 5+ innings?
Wow. No, I didn't
In his
know that.
career?
That's impressive.
It
I
is
did not know
impressive,
that.
huh? All right. The home opener, I know you're in Denver, but the home opener, even though they lost, still electrifying. You had legends, Big Papi was on the field, obviously, Mike Lowe. Even Manny showed up. Manny Ramirez made it on time, unbelievable as it can be. And they had some people from the Pats. You had Gronkowski, Edelman, Gilmore, who threw the first pitch. 10 trophies were featured on the field at one time. What do you think of that, PB? 10 since 2002,
and I was going to say,
right?
that's just since in recent time. 4 for the Sox, 6 for the Pats. I mean, it's a city of champions. That's what it is.
Can I ask you a question? Mitchie Two Bags, he is on fire once again. He's up to 5 home runs. Every one of the Sox wins have featured him being a lead contributor in the game.
Yep.
Is he the best April player you've ever seen in your life?
I don't know about lifetime, but I mean, he comes out of the gate smoking, doesn't he?
He does, doesn't he?
He impresses the heck out of me early on in the season.
Mitchie Two Bags.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Love it.
What do you think about Sale? Are you worried about Sale? He's now 0-3. He gave up a steal home.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about that. I mean, we were saying if this guy's going 11-15 or something, we're going to be in trouble. Right, so can he turn this? And he's already 0-3. So
He's
can he
0-3.
Can he turn this around to a 16-8 type season? I mean, what are we looking at right now? Like, what's his best case scenario?
He's going to go on like 11-game win streak.
Yeah,
At some point in time.
Yeah, I mean, and the summer comes. The thing that concerns me though, he's never been an endurance type pitcher. Right?
he's too skinny.
We'd rather him start off strong and then falter a little bit down the stretch because that's what he usually does.
You know what?
It's
He needs
expected.
some 8.0 IPAs to get some weight on.
Can he do the opposite? Can he turn around? Can he start slow and then really bust it out in the middle of the summer? We'll see.
All right, we will see. Hey, meanwhile, the dreaded Yankees, Darth Vader, 12 players on the IL. We got a BPC IL. Unbelievable, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're a deep team. I mean, they're still 6-8, which isn't horrible.
No, much better than 5-9.
Yeah,
and
it
5
was,
and 10.
I think they had last I looked at the bases loaded in the 7th. It was a 0-0 game. I don't
Okay.
know how that turned out, but they went today. They're 7-8. They're almost a 500 team. I'm not gonna. The Yankees will be there in the end.
Hey, by the way, PB, in history, only one team in the wild card era has ever started 3-9, or in this case 3-10, and made the playoffs. Do you know who that is?
No, who is it?
Your beloved Philadelphia Phillies were 3-10. I believe it was in 07. By the way, the same year they set the record for the first professional franchise in North America to ever lose 10,000 games in their career.
Wow.
All right, moving on.
Good
March Madness. Virginia, they won a great game last week on Monday night in overtime. We thought it was going to suck. Virginia against Texas Tech. We said this is the worst game ever on the matchup. It actually was entertaining.
Yeah, we kind of called that too when we were at the barbershop last week.
We did, yes.
If it's Virginia, Texas Tech.
Who won our pool, by the way?
Charlene Pryor. She was almost a wire-to-wire winner. I mean, it was some other people crept up here and there in the second, third round, but she, far and away, all the way. Congrats, Charlene. Nice job.
Charlene, I picked 15 to go to the final Sweet 16. I don't know how I lost, but congrats, you're right. All right. Hey, by the way, the women's Baylor beat Notre Dame in another classic game,
That
right?
was a great game.
Star player from Notre Dame. She choked a free throw and she should have had to made it. And last year she won 2 games with Final Four shots. So you know what? I love to see Notre Dame choke. All right, we're moving on. Masters update, moving day. What do you got for us?
All right, so as we speak, the Masters going on. Third round, Tiger and all the top players are making a turn right now. And our predictions, Dustin Johnson is mine. He's sitting at -7. He's a couple shots off the lead. Actually, 3 shots off the lead now because the lead's up to -11 as we speak. Your prediction, Rory McIlroy, he's struggling.
Rory, too many Guinnesses, Rory.
He's having a tough time. He's neg 1 overall in the tournament. But Tiger's hanging right in there, neg 9.
Tiger!
Yeah, he started off tough today. He was +1 after the first 4 or 5 holes, and he just fighted some birdies. Almost picked up an eagle there at one point.
By the way, Tiger, 70 on his opening round, and the 5 times he's won the Masters, is it 5? He's always scored shot 70 in the opening round.
Really?
Yes.
Really? And usually
He pointed that out.
And usually his third round is his best round.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we'll see as he makes the turn here if he can really make that push and get up there. He's only 2 shots off the lead.
All right.
I would take Tiger under pressure on any of these other guys. So
why wouldn't you?
I'm feeling pretty good about that. Our upsets, they're right both in there. Matt Kuchar is at -6 right now, and Tommy Fleetwood's at -4. So
Tommy Fleetwood, my Cadillac is resting on this. Come on, brother.
well, and then the cuts, right? So 2 notables.
Yeah, talk about the cuts.
Well, 2 notables that missed the cut. Justin Rose and Sergio Garcia. Both
Isn't
at
Justin
+1.
Rose the number 1 player in the world?
No.
Okay, I thought he was. All right.
Yeah. No, he's not.
But he's up there, though.
But he's up there. He's in the top maybe 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he missed the cut.
He missed the cut at +4. Yeah, and so did Sergio. I mean, Sergio was more of a long shot type player anyway.
He was.
But the other 3 guys who I was hoping would, no, not hoping, but who I predicted to miss the cut, I didn't think were going to come out and play as well as they did. Nicholson, he's having a fine day for himself.
Nicholson
He's
is
having a fine
playing
tournament.
well. Yes,
he is playing well.
He faltered a little bit yesterday in the end of the round, but
Yeah. Bubba Watson, he's hanging around.
Bubba.
And then Speed. Speed barely made the cut, and he's having an okay day.
Jordan, your 15 minutes is over.
Yeah, he's
Sorry, you're a Longhorn, and I'm an Oklahoma fan.
he won't be there in the end.
He will not. I guarantee that.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. NHL playoffs, man. Is this a must-win for the Bruins tonight?
You can make that argument. If they go down 2-0, losing 2 games at home, and then having to win 4 out of 5 after that against a team like Toronto, they could be in trouble.
By the way, we already have 3 teams down 2-0, right?
There are 3 teams down 2-0,
Including the Lightning.
Including the Lightning. So, can it be done? Yes. The Bruins when
In
they
11.
in 11 when they won the Cups, first round Montreal, 2 games to the Garden, went down 0-2, went right up to Montreal and won the next 2, and then they went on to win the Cup. So when you're down 0-2, and especially when you're down 0-2 at home,
Right.
that's an adversity right there. And if you can be resilient and come back and win that, which I think Tampa Bay has the ability to do. If the Bruins go down 2-0 tonight, I'm going to be nervous. If they go down 2-0. But I think Tampa can go up into Columbus and win those 2 games.
All right.
Winnipeg. Another team, and I have Winnipeg.
0-2. You got both of those teams
I got
in the
Winnipeg
finals.
and Tampa in the finals, so I'm in trouble.
2 finals are 0-2.
Right. And Winnipeg lost a couple close games to St. Louis, but they can do the same thing. They can go into St. Louis and they can take a couple games and get this series even backed up. Pittsburgh is another team. They're down 2-0. They lost 2 to the Islanders.
But that was away, though.
But they're away, so now they're coming home. So for different reasons, that's the easy team to say, hey, of all of them can come back because they got to still play 2 home games. But if you think about it, you got the other teams losing 2 on the road. Like Tampa, like Winnipeg, and like the Bruins if they lose tonight.
So of those two teams that are down 0-2 as the home team right now, who do you like better?
Tampa.
Okay.
Tampa by far. I think.
And what if the Bruins lose tonight? What do you think their chances are?
I think they're toast if they lose tonight. And they got to turn around in 4 out of 5.
I agree.
With 3 of those in Toronto.
So are you wavering on your picks right now?
No, I'm not going to waver.
Okay.
I always stick with my guns. I don't like to adjust going as we go around. I'm going to stick with what I got.
And my Caps, they're still doing well?
Caps doing. They won their first game. They get their second game tonight.
All right.
Yeah, that's who you got.
Yes, I do.
Yep.
All right. We're moving on to the NBA. Before we go into the playoff preview, big news this week. Big news. Magic Johnson resigns totally out of the blue. Didn't even tell the owner. Jeannie Buss just goes up to a news conference before the last game, doesn't even wait till it's over, and resigns. What do you make of this?
I actually don't know what to make of it.
No one does, right?
Yeah, it's an interesting situation.
It is.
I love Magic. I respect him for what he's brought to the NBA and his career. He's obviously got something going on. He wants to get out.
Personally, I think he's a quitter like he's always been. When he was a 6'9" point guard, when he should have been a power forward, playing forward, not guard. But anyways, I digress. That's a personal opinion.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, Paul Pierce. Interesting. We talked about Dwayne Wade retiring earlier. Paul Pierce came out with some interesting comments this week. He said, quote, I would have won 5 or 6 NBA championships if I played with the caliber of talent that Dwayne Wade had. Dwayne only won 3.
Yeah.
I'm a much better player than Dwayne Wade. What do you think about that? I love Pierce, by the way.
I love him too. It's ballsy.
That's ballsy.
It's pretty ballsy. Yeah.
Wow.
All right, let's get into the playoffs.
Playoffs. What do you think?
So I'm interested in hearing from you, Russ.
Yep.
Mr. Z.
Yes.
How are the Celtics going to do? Because if they can get by Indy, which they have home court, they start tomorrow. That's feasible.
Right.
And then if they win that series, they're likely going to run into the Bucks.
Yeah.
Right. And then if by some reason they can win that, then they're going to run into either Toronto or Philadelphia for the finals.
Right.
How deep of a run can the Celtics make?
Let me start off for our Philadelphia fans. Philly is one and done because your boy Joel Embiid is out once again for Game 1. He is going to be the Sam Bowie of the NBA. Remember Sam Bowie was drafted before Michael Jordan was a burnout? Same thing as Joel Embiid. That's my prediction. Anyways, all right, moving on. Celtics, they're going to win 1 round. That's it. Marcus Smart, the loss of him for 2 rounds is going to be a very painful thing for them. They can't get by the Bucks without Marcus. I hate to say it. I feel bad. But you know what? They're not the Patriots. They didn't end up the regular season with 2 straight wins, and they identified themselves and know who they're going to be. Yeah. They have not identified themselves still to this day.
Yeah. See, I thought they matched up well against the Bucks, but without Smart, I can see where you got that.
They're going to be challenged.
So who do you got in the Eastern Finals then?
The Eastern Finals is going to be Toronto against the Bucks, and I got the Toronto Raptors winning the East.
Yeah, I like that too. No, I got Toronto winning the East as well. All right, so we both
to
got
our
that.
Canadian friends.
Let's go out west. What do you got out there?
All right, believe it or not, I got Golden State playing against, I hate to say this, the Thunder.
The Thunder? Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
But the Thunder got a good path. Golden State has to get by Houston in the second round, but Harden is a selfish player, and I think that they'll end up winning that game, that series. It'll go 7. I think they'll go 7, but they will win that series. And the Thunder, by the fact that they have a weaker bracket, I think the number 1 seed is Denver. They got to play them, but Denver is, hate to say it, they're untested.
Yeah.
I know we have a lot of Denver fans. I'm sorry, folks, but I like your rookie there. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And guess what? I got the Raptors against Golden State, and you're not going to believe this, PB.
What's that?
I got the Raptors.
Wow.
North of the border.
Well, I got the same final. But I got Toronto against Golden State as well.
Oh,
except,
like
I got Golden State winning. I got Golden State winning it 4 out of 5.
All right.
But here's my interesting twist on this is
give it to me.
Denver's a 2, actually, right? They're playing San Antonio.
Yes.
I'm going to predict that San Antonio takes care of Denver in that first round game.
My God!
I'll give you the fact that Denver's more talented. However, San Antonio, with Pop coaching, he's got 277 games coached. What do you think the Denver coach has?
In the playoffs.
0. Best three-point shooting team in the NBA, San Antonio Spurs.
Ooh, I did not know that.
With
All
the
right.
least amount of three-pointers taken,
Ooh.
which means they're very efficient with their three-point shots.
All right.
And they're also number 1 in the NBA in turnovers.
Okay.
They play a clean, pop coach type game, and Denver's going to have to use their talent to overcome it. It's going to be like a Patriots-Rams kind of thing, where more talent might be sitting on one side, but you got the coaching and the fundamentals on the other side. And I'm looking for the Spurs to get past the Nuggets and continue on that right into the finals against Golden State, and unfortunately drop it there.
That's a nice outlook. I appreciate that. Good homework this week. All right. Hey, by the way, this week next week we're going to be at Fangs also in Wakefield. Continue our road trip, right?
Right down the street.
All right.
Actually, right next door.
Nice.
Yeah.
And by the way, curling.
Curling.
What's the update here?
So we did win the championship.
Whoa! We have a curling champion in the house.
We do. We posted it on our page. And then Phillips Academy posted us on their page.
Phillips Academy, where Bill Belichick and George Bush went.
They both went there, yeah.
Oh my
so we're
God.
on their page right now as the champions. It's a repeat. It's our second consecutive session that we won.
Will we get a picture of you, George, and Bill together?
That's probably unlikely. But next week we got our draft special, right? So NFL draft. The schedule comes out Thursday night.
Can't
so
wait.
We'll talk about where teams are playing, what games are important, week 1 matchups. Can't wait to get into some of this NFL stuff next week.
All right. Hey, Greenwood Wine and Spirits, we thank you. Great showing for us today. We appreciate it. Thank you all.